himself about the way the season ended, and he expects his team to play very well today and play with a lot of intensity. And Mac Jones going downtown here on the first play to Jeudy, and there he goes. Goodbye, Jerry Jeudy. 85-yard touchdown against Arkansas. And then when Tua got hurt against Mississippi State with a season-ending hip injury, he became the full-time guy. And that pass on the money to Devontae Smith. Harris got it. From the 46-yard line, they're going to run Harris here. And he gets maybe 2 yards, brought down by with the way he handled himself.
Played with toughness and bounced back from those catastrophic mistakes. Didn't let them dwindle.
On 2nd and 8, Jones going to throw it to Ruggs here out in space. And a short gain.
That's why he's had success, because he's prepared properly.
Let's see how he does here on 3rd down and 6. Only a 3-man rush, and that pass is knocked away. Incomplete.
Down between the LSU Tigers and the Oklahoma Sooners.
Run play here. Harris stood up at about the 28.
3 championship caliber programs.
But it's not like that every year.
It's like that most years.
Jones pass caught by Jeudy, and look at Jeudy reverse field and still have the speed to get back there if he decides to go to the NFL. Hand off to Harris off the left edge and into Nick. You saw Sark there in his first year as the offensive coordinator. Was here as an assistant a few years ago, then went to the Falcons to be their offensive coordinator for a couple of years as they stuff out 10 for Alabama. Pressure off the edge, it's picked up, and it's through the hands of...
Here in the next 3 quarters to spell some of that momentum.
Instead, it's play action, and Harris does a good job to pick up the blitz. A shot here to Ruggs. There was some contact, but no flag. And will probably be Jim Harbaugh's biggest win at Michigan. Big hole for Harris, running here past the 40-yard line. Hurdles a defender, and finally taken down.
An adjustment by Michigan's defense that led to the big run.
And a swing pass here to Jeudy out in space. And nowhere to go. Hog-tied by Thomas.
Not be available to throw until mid-April. I'd come back.
All right, hold that thought. Here's a swing pass to a screen rather to Harris. Nice job by me.
So I think it's all about the timetable of his recovery. And at this point, all signs point to him coming back.
Jones on 3rd down and 10. The pass high, incomplete, intended for Jeudy.
Though almost 250 yards of offense to Alabama's 150. So got to continue it.
Here's Jeudy out in space, getting a block from Devontae Smith, and close to a 1st down as we check him with who has the lead. Love that in ball games. Let it all. Don't leave anything going into the offseason. Go for it on 4th down and go at the 1. You just ruined it.
Okay, well, sorry about that.
Come on, Dave.
The good guy wins.
So you're saying this is like a big twist in this movie that I need to prepare for. There's pressure off the edge. Jones gets it away to Jeudy, and look out. Jeudy able to blow by that defender who had the angle.
It's advanced level football for Mac Jones.
I know CeeDee Lamb had a great year at Oklahoma as they run Harris here, and he gets down to about the 40.
Jackson, I think Jerry Jeudy's a mix of the 2. Really, really fast and really explosive.
Play fake here. Jones steps up, throws a deep ball. Jeudy beat his guy, and that's going to be interference on LeVert.
Keep an eye on Waddle. He's in the slot. Here he comes motioning across.
And then they release him. Jones, though, throwing it downfield, incomplete. Punt return for a touchdown this year. 6 receiving touchdowns. Harris trying to get the corner here on Metellus.
Down in distance.
So 3rd down and 10. And Jones from the pocket senses pressure and throws it away as he was about to get smoked. And ball here, 1st down for Alabama inside the 15 after the personal foul against Hutchinson. And wow, what a hit on Harris as he gets drilled at the 9-yard line.
Put the ball on the ground here with this heavy set to the left side.
And they bring Ruggs in to help block, and they run to the left, and going up high is Najee Harris.
Football, and I would expect the same approach from Alabama in trying to get Najee Harris going a little bit.
And they will give it to Harris. He's dragged down for a loss by 8.
And that has got to stop in the second half here.
They get off schedule with that negative play, and then Jones in trouble. Wow, somehow Ruggs caught it past the 45-yard line, but
soft hands and strong hands as the defender was able to get a hand on the football.
They go back to the ground, and Harris with a crease saw if he was able to break away from.
To see Alabama try to dial up a shot play.
There is play action, and he's looking deep. Jones taking a shot for Devontae Smith. It's caught. It's a touchdown for Bama.
And at some point, they're going to start featuring him in the passing game.
It'll be a swing pass to Ruggs, and Michigan was all over it. Ruggs dropped at the 6th in the country in total defense. The Wolverines. Robinson gets the carry
For the Wolverines defense.
Alabama still has not converted on 3rd down today. Only 3 attempts on 3rd and 7. Jones gets hit as he throws it deep for Ruggs, and Ruggs can't come up with it. Incomplete.
Secondary.
4th start of the season for Mac Jones, 21-year-old redshirt sophomore. Already graduated. He finds Waddle out in space. His first catch wrapped up.
Consulting experts on the hip and whether or not he'll be available come April.
Huge hole for Robinson. Got the first down and more into Michigan territory. Pinballs forward all the way to the 40.
Fourth quarter, Alabama that loves to get north and south. Not quite as dynamic as Najee, but really good north and south.
Robinson in trouble here, going to lose yardage. It was Daxton Hill, true freshman safety. Nobody else top 15.
And there is a possibility that Jerry Jeudy didn't even send in his papers. It's widely assumed that he is a top 15 pick, though.
Mac Jones throwing it away there with
The pass hit in the back end. And see if he drops real deep to make sure that they can tackle Alabama in front of the sticks.
Jones on 3rd down and 20. Dumps it off underneath to Forrestall, and he is brought down. Clemson. Alabama taking over inside its 10-yard line. They try to run it on 1st down, and Najee Harris is going nowhere. 10 tackles for a loss now in the year. That was a 1-yard setback on 2nd and 11. Jones from his goal line to the pass is batted down. It was McGrone again.
Probably did the number 3.
Jones from his end zone throws for Jeudy, and it's caught for a 1st down.
Himself a little time to separate.
Jalen Waddle motioning into the backfield as Jones throws it deep, and Jeudy caught it on the run at midfield in the Michigan territory inside the 30. And they finally get him down around the 20-yard line. Getting injured in the 3rd quarter. Jones play action, moves to his right, now looking back this way. Wide open is Forrestall, touchdown Alabama. There is a penalty.
From Mac Jones off play action today.
See if Alabama just runs the ball here, tries to take some time off the clock with Harris, but he is dumped at the line.
Sack, an incompletion, and a huge play was that anticipation that Mac Jones showed.
Jones to throw again. Now he steps up and runs instead, and he gets leveled.
Here's his best pass rusher, Uche, who's lined up over Alabama's weakest offensive lineman, Neal.
Here comes McGrone as well. Jones gets out of there and flips it out of bounds, throwing.
What an effort.
And Alabama will run it. Here's Harris. Makes it to the 30-yard line. It's a good game. It's 2 for Alabama. Much better this half than the first half when it looked like Michigan was going to rack up 600 yards. No big hit that time. Jones to pass. And it's caught by Forrestall. It is a 1st down. 11-2 without one of the best players in college football, Tua Tagovailoa, and losing to 2 really good teams. One being maybe the best team, LSU.
And within the story there in what should be a great matchup.
They get a 1st down run. Najee Harris carrying Wolverines. Finally, they get him to the ground.
A contributor coming out of the backfield in the passing game.
Davenport again, Harris. Able to break the tackle again. Wow, unbelievable. Meanwhile, Michigan inside the 25, trying to put this one away. Inside 3 minutes to go, just keeping it on the ground with Najee Harris. And again, it takes a handful of Michigan players to
19 days.
But just to repeat your opinion from earlier today, your opinion is you think he's going to come back.
I do too.
You do too, Tom. Huh?
Absolutely.
I think it's so important to workouts with professional teams prior to them making decisions.
His family lives in Tuscaloosa now. They moved from Hawaii. And Talia, the backup quarterback for this game, will be a true sophomore. Harris inside the 5. Or he's run up.
That he wants to prove to everybody.
1st down and goal here for Alabama. Harris trying to bounce off of tacklers, can't. Wrapped up by Hudson.
To me, going to be improved by number 13 being out there sharing the huddle with him. So I think if he decides to come back, you might see a huge trickle down in that regard.
Harris, forward progress,
Not only talented, has a very bright future.
Alabama gonna hand it off here, and Harris will score with